Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Quentin here, and I have not made a YouTube video in a very long time. So for those of you who are watching this shortly after it got uploaded, this is hopefully a very pleasant surprise. I haven't made a YouTube video in a very long time because of a few reasons. I don't really want to go down the rabbit hole of explaining each individual reason, but I just want to talk in this video about my vision for the future of this channel, and hopefully a lot of you guys will share that as well. I intend to come back to YouTube and I intend to make videos more often. One of the big factors that's changed the market since I've been away and now coming back is AI, right? Like, we have not had AI in 2020 or 2019, the last time I made videos, and now that it's 2025, we've got AI, and that's a huge change to the industry. And one of the things that I guess made making YouTube content difficult is I used to get a lot of people who would leave comments or write messages to me on Facebook expecting like very high levels of support. And now that we've got AI, I think AI can do a lot of that heavy lifting, right? So hopefully now I can focus on, creating content. And while I do want to engage with my audience, what I don't want is to have people message me their school project and ask me to do that for them, which is something that a lot of people were doing, by the way. That became a little bit overwhelming, but hopefully now with AI, that's something that will happen a bit less. Then what I want to do going forward with this channel is create more project-based approaches to creating content, right? So what I want to do is I want to create a project or start a course by creating a project, and by the end of that course, we've got a fully completed project where we've learned, how to build a real world product. And so the way we're going to do that is also to do a few clones. Something that I built recently was a Spotify clone, and I'd love to actually take that into a course, or turn that into a course rather. So I want to make a course where we're going to look at how we build Spotify. So things like where we're going to store our music, how we fetch that music, how we play that music, how we build a music player, and so on, right? So there's a lot of really valuable lessons in building a project or a clone-based project like that I think would be really amazing. And I'm going to be building Spotify. We're probably going to take a look at building things like a LinkedIn clone and anything else that's kind of popular, maybe something similar to YouTube or something similar to like some sort of course creation platform like Udemy. And I'd just like to take a look at building projects like that as future courses. So that's kind of like my vision for the type of content that I want to create in the future. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is really paid memberships, right? So on YouTube, I'm going to be using paid memberships. There's going to be a paid memberships button below this video and below all the other future videos that I create. And the reason for that is because YouTube by itself does not pay very well. So to create a lot of content for YouTube can be very time consuming, and then at the same time very unrewarding, right? I think if you're a small to medium creator, what YouTube pays is really not enough to actually run a small business. And I do consider myself to be a small to medium creator. It is different, for people who manage to reach millions of subscribers. They get a lot more ad revenue. And then most of them still have some sort of additional funnel anyway. Like if you take a look at all YouTube channels, everybody has some sort of funnel to sending you down another place where they can earn a secondary income. And that's because YouTube by itself really does not pay very well. But if you tack on something else like a paid membership or a t-shirt sales website or something like that, then generally you can get a fairly stable income from YouTube. And so that's kind of like the path that I have to go down as well, is I'm going to have to encourage paid memberships on YouTube. And so I would like for you guys to support me in that as well. As I make more videos, I really want to build up to a point where I have about 1,000 memberships. Because if I can get 1,000 memberships, that means I can do YouTube full time. It will support my income. It'll replace exactly what I'm currently earning, I guess. And that will be ultimately where I want to be. right? And then that way I can make a lot more content a lot more regularly. So yeah, that's just an update on where I want to go for the future, and I'll see you guys soon.